Good morning, Pisces. How are you doing? What's going on, Pisces? Oh my God, it's so beautiful outside. It is just beautiful. Whew. I tell you, when you make a promise to God, your ass better get up no matter what time you get in the door. So yeah, but it is so beautiful outside. Y'all know I get up early in the morning to do my meditation, and boy, it is beautiful outside. Yesterday I seen the full moon, and let me see if I can show y'all a picture of the full moon on my phone. But that was incredible. The full moon, I couldn't believe. Let's see, where's the full moon at? Look at this picture. That, oh, I don't know. Wait a minute. Can you see it? Look at the full moon, and look at the word stop. I could not believe that picture. The full moon and then the stop sign right under where I was at. It was so beautiful. And I just can't wait to see it tonight again. Oh my God. That was incredible. And I couldn't believe it, how big. It looked like somebody's face was in it. I zoomed in. You know me, I got to zoom in everything. It was breathtaking. That's just amazing what I was looking at. But God is good. You know what I mean? I was right at the right place at the right time. I couldn't believe it. It was like, look out the window. I was like, oh my God. You know, I start like going, it's like beyond when I see the film. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my God. Yeah, it's real. Oh my God. It was such a special, special moment. I'm glad I was at the right place with the right person. And I'm like, that is amazing. That is so amazing. It really is. It was so amazing. I was like surprised. But Pisces, thank you all for wearing your mask. Thank you all for those who like, share, subscribe. And thank you for those who get private reading, donate. Thank you for all those who go onto my web. And I will be starting to show you a lot of stuff that I have on my web that you may like. Chakra necklace, chakra bracelets, different styles. Also, Art Michael necklace, which I use, put on all the time. My pen, it's an all Joan Art. I don't go nowhere without being geared up. There go my pen. I always pinned it in my clothes. It's important that you stay geared up. I put my oils on. Yes, I do before I do my readings. And Pisces, I will be letting y'all know when the class starts. So for all those who sign up, everything will be going. It should be up real soon. Yes, but anyway, yes, that full moon was something else. Oh, what's my eye? That full moon was something else. It was, it was gorgeous. Yes, I sworn somebody left a comment and said they seemed like a face in there. I'm with you on that because I zoomed that shit in. That was unbelievable. All right, Pisces. Success. All right? And that's what it's all about, pushing yourself to being successful. And don't let nothing stop you from being successful. I know that we always go into we always go into this thing where you feel like nothing is moving again. It's like we repeat in a cycle. Things went fast. First things were slowing down, then it started moving fast, and then boom, there it is, feeling like it's not moving again. Okay, but this too shall pass, and remember that. Okay, remember that this will pass. All right, just keep moving and keep coming up with other ideas or whatever. But I'm going to be starting my new jewelry, and I'm going to get into that today. So hopefully I get something started. Yes, it was beautiful. Oh my God, God is so good. I'm just glad that that people know how to move on from situations And, you know, you just say thank you and be grateful for everything moving in your life, no matter what. Things always, when you think it's the worst, it turns out to be the best. In a situation when you're stressed out over everything, everything works out. But Pisces, you're beautiful people. All right, Archangel Joan of Arc, cross, guardian angels, ancestors, my mom, my dad, anyone that wants to come in and help me do readings. I shouldn't have said my dad, but my mother. And God, step in. Tell me what Pisces need to do. I know today on the third day of the full moon with this beautiful harvest. You got the 10 of wands, and then the 5 of swords fell right out after that. Okay. After that came the world card. All right, let's see what we got to say. Remember, success was the overall card that we pick overall. All right. 10, the wands. Working too hard or too many hours. The need to balance in your life. Let others help you. Health problem due to stress. All right. So you're working hard at what you're doing. You don't want no help from nobody, right? But this is stressing you out. And it can be stressing you out for many things, because sometimes we work hard, but it just seems like we not, you know, getting what we think we should be making, or things is not moving, and or it's too much that you're doing that you don't ask for help, and because you want to do it by yourself because you don't like asking for help. You know, sometimes you overwhelm where you can't balance nothing. All right. But it needs to be balanced here in your life, in every aspect in your life, not just work, but your family, your loved ones, you know, who you with. It's important to not always put everything in work. And it was fun. It's not funny, but yesterday I'm reading, you know, everything in my phone from Pisces, comments and things about the moon that I put up, that I was just regular sending out to some of the Pisces. And then they said, well, do you always be working on your you.To? Because like when you at a place and with somebody, you should be there at that moment, not on your you.To and all that. And it's true. You know, I just got to come out of that, because nobody wants you to be working 24/7 around them, especially when it's supposed to be time spent with a person you're supposed to be with. You're supposed to be there, not everywhere else, you know. So I do understand. So maybe, you know, like I said, there's a lot going on. But you can get help in many aspects in your life. But, you know, Pisces, we don't like to get help. And then we're overwhelmed with everything that's going on. You're one person and you're dealing with a whole lot of issues too. You know what I mean? So, a unwise choice. There's a better way it's a better way that's going to make you happy. A unwise choice. There is a better way that will make you happy. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motive. Avoid people in your life, okay, that don't want you to succeed. All right. Sitting there watching your every move. Will act like they interested in what you're doing, but they're not. They watching your every move. They like not happy that you are winning. Is somebody here that's looking at this? Look. Watching your money. You know what I mean? Like, they all up in your shit. They want to know what you do, how you spend it, where you getting it, you know, everything. They want to know it all, because they are seeing you making moves. So these people are constantly watching you, wanting to know what you do, how you doing it, what you do with it. You know, so you gotta be careful with people like this, because everybody should know everything. But it seemed to me like you got the world in your hand, a completion. Okay? So you sitting here worrying about everything that's going on. All right? The need to balance things. You don't ask for help, you can't get help, right? And that's where you at, like, is things gonna work? How am I gonna work this out, right? But it's somebody here that keeps an eye on you and your every move and wants to know what you do in every moment. Like, what are you spending? Why are you doing this? This and that. But they clocking your every fucking move, your everything you're doing. Okay? Yes. And it's something that you need to be. And it says, an unwise, or an unwise choice. So it may be something, or maybe you're doing something with your money you shouldn't be doing, or uh, there is a better way of that will make you happy. So it shows somebody here gambling their money, or taking a gamble in life. All right, and it's saying it's a better way to make you happy than doing all of that. You know what I mean? Avoid people who lack integrity, or who have questionable motive. So be careful with the people that you are around and surround yourself with. And it's important that you do that. But even though through all of this that you're going through, it's something that's coming to a completion. Okay? There's something that's coming whole here. All right? I just feel like sometimes we work real hard and we feel like we're doing everything alone, right? We're going through everything in our life. Your job, your kids, your man, doing just, it ain't enough for you to do everything. But, just be careful of the choices that you're making. And also be careful of the people that you're around, because everybody don't want the best for you. And they all up in your pockets trying to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and all that shit. Like, if you ain't put money in my pockets, then what the fuck you worrying about what I'm doing, how I'm doing, what I'm doing with it? But you may be in a situation here where, you're trying to make a choice that's going to work everything out with you, because it got to do with your money in a situation that you're trying to get the hell out of. And I'm keep saying it. It's a situation here that you need to remove yourself, or remove people from, or stop, letting people know your business. But it will come into completion, okay? And today is the 20th, right? Which is the full moon, which falls on the day. Today is the big day, right? So look what you get, the world card. So things may be changing and changing for the better in your life, okay? So, the card says success. You're gonna be successful, and the world card says success, right? So at the end, everything that you're going through, everything's gonna turn out fine. Everything will come into one, okay? A time of joyful accomplishment and a spiritual enlightenment. Freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself and of your accomplishment and where you are at in your life, and for the people that you let in your life. You understand? It's like, I feel like it's time for me to complete my world. You understand? And let it come back in a full circle, rather than me putting limitation on what is important in my life for me, what completes me. You understand? So you got fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, and then here you got the Five of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then you got the World card. And that's crazy how you see the Five of Swords, because getting back to that Five of Swords, it's like lesson. It's like here, I feel like the lesson moving you ahead always. This lesson will move you ahead. Conflicts, unfair advisement, experience, loss. Something that you feel like is a loss, the need to build your skills and your confidence to be victorious. You might have experienced an unexpected loss that has left you a little bit sore. Sometimes life isn't just fair, and those are questionable can drain you out, and those, of course, can drain you out, all right, from some type of loss that you experience, all right. Um, uh, the energy was too much longer than they needed to be, right? It's draining you, it's draining your energy is around too much longer than it needs to be, right? Often it is the fear of failing and those moments of the draining. It's like you're going through a situation here where you feel like a loss of some type and it's draining you the fuck out, all right? So you're like, I just wish this shit can be over with, all right? And you can be in that place that you want to be. If you feel outsmart or outjoined, remember that one chapter does not define you. Win or lose are both a part of the human experience. The key to self-improvement lies on your doorstep, okay? Inside of a difficult situation. It's a boost, okay, of telling you that you can upgrade your skills and build or in experience. So you can upgrade your skill and keep on building, right? Because here, it's like you're working very hard at this, right? It's like with no help, but here is some type of a loss that's leaving you wondering. But now it's trying to tell you, keep moving, do something else. If that ain't boosting you, then do something else, all right? If this ain't getting fixed, then try to fix it this way, all right? But don't give up on what you want to do, even though you feel like you're losing, or even though you feel like it's just, getting to you. It's just starting to stress you out. Everything starting to stress you out. The too much doing, the too much ain't getting, and it seems like you just making a decision here that needs to be made. And what it's telling you, you can do something and be better at whatever you choose to do or whatever situation you in. It's got to do with how hard you work it, and you saying, I don't care how hard I work. Things just don't seem to be working. I mean, like, when is it going to start working for me? When, right? But the world comes together at the end. No matter what, it's going to work out for you, all right? But remember, you have, avoid people around you that don't want the best for you and, lacking integrity, because that ain't good. So you got to make moves and don't be careful of your surroundings and who you around and what you say, all right? Because shit be fucked up, and then because I feel like everything again came to a stop, right, with the movement or what you doing. And then I feel like you work hard, but it seems like the more you work, it seems like nothing is moving, right? The way you want it to move in a situation. But you got the world, so the world is your everything. You know what I mean? Everything. Um, and um, I know you tired. I'm sorry. Um, so just understand that no matter what, you're gonna be all right. And everything don't stay the same. Things move. And whatever plan it is that you gotta execute, you need to execute it. You cannot let nobody stand in the way. And that's how I feel. I'm not gonna I don't care. I work hard because I know I got a plan that I got to fucking execute to complete everything I want. And I gotta do it. Because it's my happiness. It's what I want. Okay? And I'm gonna work hard to get what I want. To complete what my circle in my life. that I've been working hard on and letting everything come in a way that don't even matter. All right, so that's what it's about. Um, all right, let's move on. Spirits, tell me what I need to know. Spirits, tell me what I need to know. I'm going to say, don't give up on nothing. You can't give up on nothing. You got to do what you got to do. All right? And I don't care. Like, right now, I need to get on what I need to get on and get on my grind. You know what I mean? Thank you. I mean, these readings that people been getting on these 3 days, these readings are popping. Them personal readings that you getting on that full moon, that's the real readings, all right? Because that energy is boom. All right, and it's really letting you know where you at in your life. You know, this is a general reading. Take what is yours and leave the rest behind. But you got the main card was success. So you're going to be successful at whatever you trying to complete that you're working hard on. It may not seem like it's moving on. You may feel like it's a blockage there every time you try to get there, but you're going to get there. Tell me more about this 10 of Wands, Spirit. Look at that. Look at this, the moon. Look at that. You may have a Cancer here, or Pisces, but I look at the moon as the Cancer because in reality, the Cancer is the moon. And people don't never say that. They say, oh, Pisces. But this, the full moon represents Pisces. But the sign that has the moon, I say the moon, is Cancer, all right? So, and that is the truth. That ain't no lie, all right? But when you look at the tarot book, it says the moon, Pisces. But, you know, you got all your signs. You got, you know, what, when it comes to your sign and it has all the moon and all that, uh, Cancer is the moon, okay? They are the moon. And that's for real. Just like Leo is the sun, Cancer is the moon. But this right here card represents Pisces. But I still throw Cancer in there because Cancer is the moon, all right? But the card represents Pisces. And it's weird because when I look at this here, that full moon, when you look at it, it look at like you're looking at a person's face on it. And that ain't no lie because I zoomed it in. All right. But whatever it is, this moon, because I don't see you drowning in it. I see you coming out of it. You understand? But you still got them dogs howling up at that moon because that moon, that was at the beginning of the moon, like the 18th, right? The day before yesterday was crazy. You felt crazy and you was in that washing machine with all the soaps and shit, just washing your ass up. So shit was coming out, shit from the past, you all in your thoughts, all in your feelings, all in every damn thing. Like shit was happening that it wasn't like you was like, what the fuck? You know, arguing, people just you know, a lot of shit that wasn't normal that was coming to you. So you're feeling like, you know, it was crazy, but that's the way it was. When that moon first showed up, it was crazy as shit, the feeling, the way everything was moving. It was crazy. And the thing about it, the moon is in between, before the star and after the sun. So you was in them feelings, honey. You know what I mean? That shit can really fuck you up. Because it was doing damage to me, honey. I didn't know what the fuck happened that fucking quick. Shit was just spinning out of control. You know what I mean? It really was. You are safe in reaching new levels. So you're reaching new levels with that full moon. Even though whatever you was doing, you was reaching a new level. Like sometimes you don't realize, but people speak their mind because you don't realize that what you do and how you speak until you say something and then somebody's all upset, but then it get you upset because now two people are upset. And that new moon had people all up in their feelings, their thoughts, their emotions. It was crazy, all right? But it says you are safe and you're reaching on a new level of your unconscious knowing as you surrender to the wilderness of the universe. So it's a illumination that you had to go through, hidden truths, right? You find out shit that you didn't know, okay? And that's true, because I was finding out stuff that I was like thinking things is cool and things ain't cool. All right? Because sometimes I get into my thoughts and my feelings. And then when you get in your thoughts and your feelings, can't nobody take you out of that shit. And then you say shit because that's how you feel. After you say it, it's kind of late. Because sometimes you throw words out in the universe you can't take back. All right? And then you got to deal with the consequences. And the shit don't be feeling good, right? But hidden truths are coming out. And the unknown and everything that's unknown is surfing, right? Trust in your intuition. It says trust your intuition. These are all the things you was going through. Facing your fears. That watery nature of the uncertain mind, right? The watery nature of your uncertain mind, right? That mystery, okay? The perception of the uncertain, okay? The dreams, all right? So sometimes we get into this thing where we're facing some uncertainty or illuminating things. It can feel like that we are drowning with everything that we go through on that day. Trust that you will be okay, even if you can't see, okay, the disruption that's coming up and you feel and coming down from it, right? Right now, at that day, you felt like you was going through everything, right? When you stop struggling to see that which you are simply can't see because it remains behind the shadow, all right? So you trying to see something that is behind the shadow, behind the curtains, right? Of the moonlight, you will experience a deep release that will allow you to flow to the surface of the truth. So what's at the bottom's going to come up, all right? You feel that after everything you're going through and everything that your mind is telling you and just all the uncertain, the untrue, what you don't see, all that shit comes up to the surface, okay? So you start floating back up, right? And you start seeing everything for what it is. So, the moon card asks you to go within and find a comfort in the darkness and to calmly listen to the whispers of your own intuition. There's a divine and a magnetic energy here. Even if you feel like you're drowning and you still coming up, there is a divine and a magnetic chemistry that you got with the divine, honey, okay? When you fall into the moon, still waters, your inner wisdom will embrace you and push you towards the light, okay? So then you will be feeling, it's like you're going through a beyond this feeling of really going through your deepest fears. So your deepest fears come up and then you don't feel good about it. Because it's showing you, it's illuminating it's illuminating everything to you. And that can be frightening. And especially if you in a situation where you like, damn, shit don't get, just when I think it's right, look how crazy it gets, right? But that's what it's about. It illuminates in everything you feel that you feel like you're drowning from, and you coming up. Everything is starting to feel right because you're floating. It's like anything, right? When you at the bottom, right? You at the bottom already, so you fearing every damn thing. You know, like the full moon, it says you're working too hard, so you feeling like you, damn, I'm putting everything I can into this. But I feel uncertain. I got fear of whatever, the unknown. You know, what I can't see. Or what, you know, the truth or whatever you trying to see, but you can't see it. But you're trying to get it. So you at the bottom of the ocean drowning because you're like, damn, when is this going to be? I need to see it. I need to know it. But it's you working hard on this shit. You know what I mean? So the truth, the day before yesterday was crazy on everybody. Shit was happening to people like, damn, like it's fucking crazy how that full moon on the 18th was like going off, right? Because remember, you was at the cycle where you just go in there and start throwing all your clothes. Then you put the money in or however, and then that shit start working. Washing your clothes. That's how I had you. It had you like going crazy, right? So tell me more about this five of swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? And you got the wand. So whatever you was feeling about enlighten this fire, that you feel like this fire ain't moving or it's not lit up, or you know you need to get going with it, but you don't, you need to get the help, but you ain't getting it. But whatever you was feeling, everything came up the surface, and you like, I got to get something done here because I don't like feeling like this, and I know I can do stuff. And sometimes we put ourselves in situations we don't have no business being in. Okay, now you got the five. Listen to this, and I love this. You go from the five of swords, right, to the six of swords. That's right. Now you're moving on. Look at this shit there with that full moon, which was last night. Now you have moved on from that chaos, all right, to a safer place. And it shows somebody with kids. So, and I'm just, you know, I'm reading in every level. Okay, you're moving from a place that you don't want to be in, right? And it says, do things with integrity and watch your surroundings with people, right? All right? Worrying about not getting what you want, all right? And or feeling like you lost out on shit, right? But even though you may feel like you lost out on something here, and you in your head about it, you are now making moves to move on, which was yesterday. Now things feeling like they moving along, right? And you feel like you're in a better place, right? Or I should say you feel in a safer place. Or whatever it is, it feels like you need to make a decision that to move the fuck on, to move on, all right, without fear. Because when you get to where you're going, all right, you're going to be all right, because the five of swords is the lesson moves you ahead always. Whatever it is that you're in and you went through yesterday, the day before, and then yesterday was better. It's a lesson that's teaching you to move on from a situation, right? And then the six pops up of who the source, which showing you moving on. All right? And that's a beautiful thing because you're moving on. And then it says, from the first card, you wasn't accepting help. Now here, you accept help as you easily cross over. Okay? As you easily make that transition to move from a situation. And that's some good shit. Because it's showing you moving on from that. All right? From what you learned. Okay? Where you was at. And that's the last night. Like you, wherever you was at, that was saying that you going in the right direction. You moving on from this shit. You got to. All right? Help arise at the perfect timing. Help arise at the perfect timing. And that was yesterday, right? And you in that passenger seat where, you know, I always say when I hear the passenger seat healing, I feel like God saying, sit back. Let me take the wheel. I got this for you. Let me move you from this shit to a better place, right? Moving beyond your traumas, or the shadow of the past. And that's what you did on the 18th. You moved on because you was in that washing machine. You went through chaos, whatever it was. It wasn't feeling good. And it could have been with anything. Kids problem, your man's problem, your friend's problem, a job problem, whatever it was, you went through that shit that moment, right? And then here, remember, you be around with people with no integrity and people that don't want the best for you because it was a loss there. You faced a loss of some sort. And the loss was maybe you moved on, you left a situation or whatever, you want to leave a situation, whatever it is, and then you get into the place in your life where you feeling like you lost out on something, right? But it taught you a lesson to move on, right? The lesson is to move on, right? Now, and help arrives right on time, and it's a support that you're getting, right? A personal, where you lifting yourself up now, right? A spiritual transformation or in your journey, like you moving. Like it was yesterday when you feel better. And I swear I feel so much better. But I also gotta learn, right? To balance and to live for the moment when I'm in someone else's presence, right? To know that if you want something, you gotta go for it. You gotta move to get there. Because if you don't do the work, you can't get to where you want to go. Okay? Now, you are moving towards a period of realignment, and that is you are realigning yourself. Okay, realigning, right? And things can feel like shaky, right? During those times or this transformation that you're going through, you may feel kind of shaky, like worrying or weird, you know what I mean? Trust that the better future awaits you on the other side of the change. And it is a change that needs to be made. And when you finally make that change, life is going to be everything you ever wanted. All right? And you're going to be going through it. Like I said, this transformation, God is like taking you there. And he's saying, have a little patience because you're going to get there. Do what you say you're going to do to straighten the shit out. But you're going to be happy at the end. And it ain't no doubt that you're going to make it. Because you said, I'm going to make this shit happen. All right? It's like I'm going to be happy. I'm going to have it all because I'm going to be where I want to be. And that is the important things in your life. I mean, I feel like I need to open up my gate to no limitation, right? And move on to give my heart and to give my heart fully without putting limitations on it. All right, so I'm in a good place. Now, the place is to open up my door and let it in. All right, and that's where I'm at, opening my door. All right, because see, once you walk into my door, it ain't no turning back. All right, and that's how I feel. Once I open up that door and say, come on in, it ain't no turning back. My life will be damn complete because I finally let it in completely. And that's where I'm at. And that's where I'm at. Where it's no limitation to my door. All right? So life is going to be fine. Because I'm going to say something to you. When you are in a place in your life, right, where you are happy and you feel complete, that is the best feeling, right? But I feel like you in a place right now where you need to make a move, all right? To make you feel complete and happy, all right? So I feel like you right now is on that point where, okay, what's the next step to complete this after what you just went through? Because it's a lesson that you have to learn and go through, right? And then you get the 5 of Swords, and then now you got the 6 of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Moving to a better place. But you got to do the work to complete the shit, right? It's like this is a profound personal, and it's an experience that you is teaching you of a moment that's going to be profound in your life, right? That you feel alone right now. But even when it is difficult to accept assistance from others and remain open to receive help from the most unexpected places, allow your guidance to the support of the universe to move you through this ocean, okay, of water, okay, and lean towards the silver lining of the horizon. And it says more sun, and it was daylight, and that full moon was unfucking believable. It had to be around 5 o'clock. 5 or 6 o'clock when that moon was sitting up like that. That shit was crazy. And that was yesterday. Yes, please, it says. More sun. Yes, please. Bring that sun on to me, damn it. All right? And I'm claiming it. Sometimes we find ourselves drafting because we think we are ready to move on. But our heart is still aching to the past. It's like, you ready to move on, but your heart is still in pain from the past, right? So somebody is, accepting what happened, but, their heart still feel that pain, right? Well, old chapters needs to be closed, and old chapters need to be closed, and that means whatever you need to close in your life, right? To open up the door of no limitations, all right? You need to close it, all right? And live your life to the fullest. Whatever situation you in, with a person, and sometimes you deal with people you don't want to deal with, or you're in a marriage where you don't want to be in that marriage, right? Or you in with a person you don't want to be with, or a job, or anything that you just want to be done with it, right? And you are right now, and I mean yesterday, you was like, you know what? I need to really work hard because this is where I want to be. This is where it is home to me, okay? And I need to reach that deadline where it says, cross the fuck over and let it happen, all right? Because everything's going to be all right, all right? So, it's like a chase of, it's like a guidance, right? In the form of a renewal and hope, and it gets you ready to explore that fresh beginning on the opposite side, or on this case, the opposite shore. When you get there, things is going to get so much fucking better. And I'm gonna tell you something. I done fought this for over. Sometimes I sit down, and this is no lie. And it's funny how you don't know, like, say I'm there with a person, and then they start talking about shit back in our days when we was kids, right? Or back in our youth days, like, at the beginning of when shit was, when you first meet a person and everything, and that person think, oh, they don't know all this about me. Shit, you be like, well, shit, I was in your house, and your room was this color, and your mom and your sister and the 2 kids, and like, what? You remember what? Yes, I do remember that. Honey, listen to me. I've been in your life for many of years. And I mean many of fucking years. And you start to reminisce, right? You start reminiscing because this person's been in your life for many, many years. Or you know this person as a childhood. All right? But you reminisce about shit that it's mind blowing. Because then we 50 in our 50s, And we fucking talking about back then, way back then. And that shit is crazy. How you can tell somebody stuff about their family and stuff about things that you don't even remember. Like, oh, I went to your job and this, you know, because I've been a waitress. I went to your job and I remember sitting there drinking this and you served me this and you did that. I'm like, what? Yes. Or coming into your house and that's the way it is. Telling me, oh, I remember waiting in your house. You gave me your keys. Wait, you fucking right, because that is home. And that's the way it's got to be here in this motherfucking home. Like it was in that home. You get the key and say, here's yours. You understand? And then you open up that door to forever, to completion. And that's where you are at. Completing something you want. All right? Because you got the world here. And everything you're going to do is worth it. Trust me when I tell you. Every step you getting to open up that world completely, it's going to be worth every step and every effort you make it towards this. All right? Tell me more about the sun. Look at this. You got the Six of Wands. Whatever you going through, trust in me. And I'm talking about now you on this transformation where you're moving on. But whatever you going through, all right? And you try, and I'm telling you, I've been fighting this for over 30-something years. All right? And I am done with the fight. I'm just saying, I surrender to the universe and to the situation. I just surrender to this. Because I can't help myself. You understand? And I just can't help myself. You know? And it's like, now it's like, you got the world in your hand, and now you got the Six of Wands. Like, you are working it. You are on fire. You're like, shit, I'm here. We are here, damn it. Can you believe we are here? Finally, we are fucking here. You understand? Like, you are where you want to be, where you're going to be happy, where you feel at home, where your heart is at home. That's a completion. And sometimes money can't buy the happiness that you're looking for. It ain't nothing in the world that can buy happiness. Right? And sometimes, I'm going to say it again, no material, no nothing can buy that happiness in your life. You understand? All right? So sometimes we think, okay, this is what we want. All right? And we fight for that. But when you look at it, it's like God is saying, if you let me help you and you do what you got to do, I fucking got you. I will give you your world open with abundance. But why don't you take the leap in a situation that you thinking is, it's not going to work. And then you jump over there and then God opens up everything for you. All right? Because sometimes, right, one person has more than the next. Or sometimes, really, you are sitting and you don't see that that person is level with your ass. But you don't see it because it's not open for your eyes to see. All right? But when you get that shit right, then the person opens up and then you see, damn, hey shit, we really on the same level. But you didn't see it. Why? Because you're not letting it completely in. All right? All right? So check it out. But when you do, you get the Six of Wands along with the world. The ending's going to be beautiful. And then your main card is success, right? So check it out. You are worthy of this success. And you are grateful that you are being seen. Because if you sit in the shadows, you can't be seen, right? But when you come out of this and this, right? You moving on from this, right? Moving on with confidence that you got this shit, all right? Then you get the world and you get the Six, right? you got that badass what? Success, because this is about being successful. In the first card say you're working too hard and you need to level up on your career and your life and your family, the people you love, right? And that's what it's all about, right? And at the end of all of this, when you balance shit and when you start moving, right? Because right now you still in that transformation. You on that boat, you moving on to a better place, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. You gotta execute it. And I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't gonna stop working at this damn thing right here until I execute it, until I feel like I am whole in my situation, baby. What? I'm like on go-go now. I need to finish it off because when I am in this place, I feel like I am complete and that I'm happy. All right? And it's crazy because it's like the chemistry is so powerful. It's so magnetic. All right? And it's like the more you can't even move away because when you move away, you pop up back together. All right? It's that getting you glued back. Okay? And that's the way it is. You move on from it, but then it's like you become one. And then that's when everything begins. Because you don't know until you get to the other side. And that's the fear. It's like you question every fucking thing. Right? But you are afraid to move on because you don't know. It's this expectation of what if. Right? The fear is there in you. But then you get the world card with saying, honey, I got this for you. Come on now, do this because you need to complete this. And that's what's coming that you don't see yet. All right? Because that's what you're working at. And then you get the 6 of Wands where you a badass and you successful, leadership, accomplishment, being seen, being an influence, being victorious. You're very inspirational. You're very inspirational to other people. People see you and they happy to see you or teach them. Or in a place where you are victorious because you come into this full circle in your life. And that's when you can really be your best. Be best in your career. Be best in your relationship. Be best in your whole essence. Because you are in a place where you work hard to get. Right? And things may seem like, wait, what are you doing? Things may, look at him, he's a mess. And things may seem like things may seem like they're not moving for you, but they are moving. You understand? They are. And it's because, things may not work. Excuse me for a minute. What is you doing? What did you eat? Oh my God. Oh, Joe is my dog over here throwing up with his, stop it. Go drink some water. Things may seem like, it was complicated. And because you're not where you want to be. But when you make that transfer, and this was yesterday, it was a move that was made. Right? And I'm going to say something, Pisces. One thing about us, when we want something or we want somebody, right? And you know in your heart it is what it is, honey, you go for that. It is what it is. You going for that shit. You fishing that motherfucker. And maybe you might be in a boat all fighting the fish to get it on there, right? So you can see what you caught. But you fucking getting that shit, and that shit gonna come smoothly to you. Because when you put the work in, you get the work you want. And that ain't no fucking lie. All right? And guess what? I don't stop till I make it right. And I'm going to make it right. And I will come into completion. Because, honey, my smile on my face, my heart just jumps with joy. Let me tell you something. If I could move everything about my house and where it sits, right, to another location that everything will be there for me, I will do it. Okay? I swear to God, I will move this and move it right on over there. Matter of fact, I'll move that house in my house. And I would love it. Right? But when it's a far distance, and it ain't a far of a ride, but it's still a far ride, right? With the gas and everything going up, gas is damn $4. Imagine you making a trip, going there, coming back, going there, coming. You fucking be going crazy. And that's the problem. Okay? But everything's going to be smoothed out. Believe in me, it will. Right? Um, um, you can't, right now you are in a good place, okay? Like, you are, it's like this is sweet victory. Some things that you've been working towards is finally coming to a success. Fruits of your labors. It's time to celebrate your wins. Beautiful shit. Give yourself permission to bark in the warm glow of this accomplishment and allow the support of your community around you to witness and appreciate the progress you made. Okay, taking time to see your own, okay, realization where you at is and is as important as making the next move on your journey. And accept success will seem more of it. So you'll start seeing more of it because you're accepting it, right? Others will turn to you for wisdom now. So step up and share your abundance and your knowledge, okay? In the shadow, this is pointing you to, you shy to the public. And yes, I am shy, baby. Yes, I am. I am shy. I may be here on this you.To, but I'm shy. And even when I go out, because I haven't been out like that, but if I go out with somebody to an event that they invite me to or whatever it is, I swear to you, I am quiet but elegant. Quiet. But honey, you already know how Pisces get down. Honey, let me tell you something. If I go to an event and they say, come on, we're going somewhere, baby, whoever, when I go to some place with somebody, right? It's like, baby, it's on and popping. But I sit there quietly and I say hi, but no deep person I'm conversating. Because I'm into who I'm with. I look at the whole scenery like they ain't even there. My focus is who I'm with. I don't give a fuck who's looking at me, who's trying to get my attention. I don't even see it because my focus is who I'm with. And I'm a classy, hot, sexy bitch. You should see me, honey. All right, I'm 56 and I have them bitches underage looking at me. All right, yeah, sizing my ass from my shoes all the way up. All right, because that's what they do. That's all they can do is size my motherfucking ass. Because Miss Lisa turns motherfucking heads. All right? Yeah, that's right. I don't even know bitches are sizing me because I am not even looking at that way because I'm focused on who I'm with, not who is looking at me and what they looking at. I don't give a fuck. All right? But yeah, we become badass motherfuckers. And what we do, we stand in the shadow because sometimes we don't know how to come out because we shy and we don't like speaking out loud. And I'm telling y'all this for real because I got a class that I'm getting ready to do. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting ready to see all these people in front of me and I'm directing this class. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, you don't understand? Because I'm very shy, but even when I do the one-to-one reading, it's different. I feel like I'm home with you. I'm home with my family, okay? But this whole class, it's like, whoa, I'm getting ready, the curtain's getting ready to open up, and they won't see Miss Lisa. Oh, shit. And, honey, be on point, because my shit is on point. Come there ready to take all the knowledge that I'm going to give you. And by the time you finish the class, you're going to have all the tools to be a badass on the motherfucking stage or on the fucking mic or wherever you at in your life that you need to be right where you need to be, right within yourself. Sure your motherfucking self, okay? Holding that fucking mic, talking to what you need to say, because people are going to be listening to you. They attach to what you're saying. They checking you out, right? It's crazy, but you know you're gonna be victorious because honey, you got all the good cards, the World and the Six of Wands, honey. You at the end of all of this shit that you're going through, you're gonna be beautiful because I just see it now. Like my whole world is gonna be like the 4th of July. Yes, honey, because they're gonna be like, well, damn, where y'all been? I ain't seen y'all in a minute. Well, this is the completion. What you see is what the fuck it is. All right. It's like the Powerball. You got the Powerball in your fucking hand. And you won the motherfucking Powerball. And it is a power motherfucking couple. Okay? Yes, honey. Wake up. Because it's a whole new fucking day that's getting ready to pop the fuck off. Alright? Yes. That means give me a minute, baby. I got this shit. But hold on just a minute more. I got this. I'm going to get everything right. Alright? So it ain't no misunderstanding. Okay? No confusion. Okay? No running away. Okay? It's shit's gonna be laid the fuck out. It'll be just like Thanksgiving, the feast. Right? The feast, all the dressings, everything on the table. Right? That's how it's gonna be. Because I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to spark my birthday up this shit. It's gonna be super, super. It's kind of crazy how everything happens right in between 3 days apart. That shit's crazy. Before your birthday. And it's just like this. Shit's getting ready to pop the fuck off. Right? All right, let's get moving with this. So that's where you at right now. Okay? That with the moon before yesterday. All right? When you was wishy-washy and going crazy to moving to feeling better. Because you don't know what you're gonna get once you get there. But at least you made an effort to get there, all right? And then what you don't see coming is that full moon. I mean, it's that excuse me, Lord, I don't want that to happen. The world, right, in your hand. And then you got the Six of Wands, a badass bitch, a badass nigga. Your shit is getting ready to pop off in your career, in your relationship, in everything in your life. Because you are saying, I got to get to where I need to be, where it makes me feel complete. All right? All right, so tell me about this full moon. The Knight of Pentacles. You got that money, but that money's being offered to you, and you're working hard at it, but that money is not moving. Is where, is it going to get here? Because I got the money, but I need to see it roll in. And you offering me something, but when are you going to give it to me? When are you going to start making this move with it? Okay, because it's something here you're working hard for, right? But you feel, and again, you feel like it's there, but it's not moving the way you want it to move. It's just on a stop, right? Like the plane is getting ready to take off, but when the fuck is it going to take off? When am I going to get to where I be, my destination? But the plane is on the runway sitting there. It's like this. It's like the people are in the airline, right? Everybody's on strike, all the pilots. So who's going to ride the plane, right? So guess what? All y'all are sitting in the air. We all sitting in the airport waiting for days, waiting on a pilot to get to where we fucking supposed to be. But in the mix of waiting in the airport to be where we supposed to be, because they ain't a pilot to ride the plane, people done lost out on fucking a lot of shit. Some people are lost out. They had a wedding and they didn't make their own wedding because they in the airport because we don't have a pilot to get on the fucking plane to get us there. Okay, so you are in the airplane and nothing is moving, but you got everything that you want, but it ain't moving. All right, and that's how you feel. Like, what the fuck? Let's get going with this shit. All right. Now, tell me about the Six of Swords. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Okay? Look at this. Check this shit out. With the Six of Swords, this is beautiful. You got a lot of swords, so you got somebody, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your life. But check this out. You got the sword here, right? Moving on, which was yesterday. the full moon, right? But check this out, Six of Wands, all right? There it is. This card is this card, and that's crazy. But check this shit out. Check this shit out. You got a person here, like, watching this shit go down and all this, right? Then you got that full moon that you had to move on, right? It's like somebody is trying to watch your every move or how you do with your money or be careful of people around, right? But check this shit out. You said, I'm getting the fuck out of that. I don't give a fuck. I'm moving on because I know where I need to be. And I don't give a fuck who's watching me or who's thinking whatever they want of me. But I'm moving towards my king. It is there. Okay? It ain't over here. It's there. I'm moving towards my king that is there. All right? Yes. Politely there. All right? Now, look at this shit. And this shit is crazy. Look. All of this shit is going on in your life, right? All the beautiful things is going in your life. And look at this card real good. Look at this. Somebody is there watching you. Doing well. Moving up in a ladder. In your life. In your whatever you want. Somebody. Right? It's like somebody is saying, oh, Lisa is moving on. Right? Whoever this person, I don't know who. Watch, whatever, right? But they seeing me move on. With who? With the person I want to be with. I don't know who's behind the curtains watching. I don't know what the fuck is going on, right? Because I don't get out like that. I don't know. Somebody could be watching me through my YouTube. I don't fucking know, right? From where I live or somebody, right? Watching me, all right? But check this shit out. Damn sure they watching me because I moved and I'm getting to where I need to be. And maybe I think whatever I want about the situation, right? But I'm not going to know the full potentials of what that move that I make, right? I'm making a move, but you don't know the full potential of it, right? Until you get there. And I'm going to say it again. Sometimes the one thing that we are afraid of, right, is the fear of the unknown, right? Why? Because we don't give, a person or a situation the limit, the full open door, okay, with no limitations. It's like sometimes you put standards because you don't know. You don't know somebody how they real life. Maybe you with a person and you really you think what you see is what you know, but you don't know what this person really has because this person don't put their business out there, right? So you don't know, even though you with a person, you don't know somebody's potentials, all right? Because you're not seeing it. Because people don't throw everything at you. See, and it's best that if you don't know about a situation or a person, right? But you used to somebody throwing shit at you and then you see that person for who they are. And then you're in a situation where you're not sure of it because that person never really showed you their full potential, right? Because it ain't time for them to show you that. Until you get your ass and move on without no fears, no limitations, and open up that fucking door is when you open up that Pandora, right? Now you see everything. Because God said, I will give you that with a damn plus. That's what he said. He's been telling us this for a long time. And I'm not lying. You better watch my videos and go back. Okay? It ain't no time stamp on that bitch. Go back and look at that shit. Because that shit has been said for the longest. God said, you are with me and I will give you the best with abundance. And he said that. He did say that. Right? When you know where you clearly are going, right? At least you got on that boat and went there. Thank you, Jesus, right? you're going to be shining like the, and this is what you don't see coming, because this is everything that's going to happen. Shit, you feel like shit is not moving. All right, I got this, but when is it going to fucking move? Because we on the airport waiting for the pilot to take off. When the fuck you going to take off? You are holding me back, right? So the money not moving is probably holding you back, all right? It's not making that move. It's not moving the way you want, so you got it, but it's just standing there. It's like, when is this going to take off? When is my business going to take off? When is my, whatever I want is going to take off? So it's, okay, so it's like, when is my business going to take off? And when is my life, my love life, is going to be where I want it to be, right? So both of these things are just sitting there. Just sitting there, all right? Not moving nothing, right? So you go through this because somebody is watching every damn thing, all right? You moved on to a place where when you get there, you don't know what to expect, but at least you made that move. So you got to get the fuck on that boat and make the move, all right? And don't worry about who the fuck you leaving behind, because it don't even fucking matter, all right? Because see, in the boat, my boat, I got two, right? It shows 3 people here, somebody moving away. But on this boat, all I need, the person is going to drive the boat and me. Let's go. Okay, like the pilot. Get the fuck on the damn boat, on the plane, and open up the door so I can get the fuck in there and keep going. And that's what it feels like, all right? I bought the ticket to get on the plane, but now it's a straight with no pilot, and now I'm stuck in the airport. And that's the same shit in here. You feel like you got this, right? But you and your feelings about making a move. You know what you got to do, but people are watching you. And I swear to you, is somebody watching you? Like your every fucking move. All right? They worrying about everything that ain't got shit to do with them. But they so concerned about you, who you with, who you fucking, what the money you making, all that shit. They all, honey, they inquiring. They asking people about your shit. They talking to people wanting to know about you. And doing it real shiesty in a shiesty way, right? But then you move away from that shit, right? You move away from that shit. And I'm going to say something. You moving away with the right motherfucking person to get you where you need to be. Because when you get to where you need to be, then you open up that Pandora, right? Now, this motherfucker still watching you. Your every move, your happiness and all this. So they sitting there watching you. You are just being loved by everybody, right? And that's the best part, right? Then you got the world called the completion. And this is what you don't see coming, right? And you got that 6 back to back. It's like, and you got the world as a major. Then you got, what other major you got here? So the world, and you got so you went from the moon, not knowing what you want to do, to the world, right? Now you got 2 of the same cards, which means a lot. Okay? Recognition for the hard work you've done. People loving what you're doing. But damn it, you got people watching you on the sideline. They're not showing, they're not revealing all of them because they just want to be nosy. All right? Nosy about everything you're doing that ain't got shit. I mean, damn, this person is like so nosy that it's not even fucking funny. They nosy as fuck. Tell me more about the 6 of Wands. You're taking a leap of faith, and that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what I'm saying. Honey, you may not know because you don't know, right? Because it's dark, and you leaving in the, like you making this move when quiet, when you're safe and everybody's sleeping, you moving. But look, now you see it all, right? You're taking a leap of faith and you happy as fuck. Now the airplane that's been at the airport with no pilot, now that fucking you on a pilot and you moving. And that's what it is. You are so fucking happy that you made this decision to complete a circle with no limitations. And I am super fucking excited for you. Honey, I can fucking, oh Lord. I mean, honey, when I see that completion come together, I'm going to be so fucking happy. It's not going to be funny. I'm going to be like the happiest person, and I'm telling you, in my world, in our world, okay? It's like, oh my God, I can't wait to see it. I just can't wait. Playful. Recapturing romance. Allow your inner youth and your spirit to have fun and shine. Okay? Be open to it. I feel like, sometimes we're not open. Religious factor. Your love life is influenced by your religion, upbringing, and your spiritual path. So somebody here, maybe from another religion than you are, or or their beliefs are different than your beliefs. And I'm going to say that, and that's true, because a lot of people don't believe in tarots. They look at tarot as the darkness, right? So maybe you are with somebody that, is different from what you believe in or what you do. Is to them, it's like, damn, this is what she got to do for a living. Tarot card reading. This is what she got to do. All right. And I'm not, into this, the moon and all that. I ain't into none of that. And this is how they feel. I'm not into the moon. I'm not into tarots. I'm not into none of that. I'm like, whatever it is, it's going to be. And that's how they think. And you're like, no, I'm in, doing readings. Exploring every aspect of what your spiritual beliefs is. And this person believes, and it may be somebody Muslim or whatever from another beliefs background. Whatever they are, what I'm going to say to you is, Pisces, you are known for being in this part of your life because that's who you are, Pisces, right? That's who we are. We got that witch hat, and that's how people look at us like, they strange. We can't never figure your ass out. And it's almost like, this is crazy because she knows too much, right? And it's like your memory's sharp as fuck. And definitely you can bring up a situation that never, it's like I read you so clear. And they see that you can read their asses. But their beliefs and your beliefs are different, right? And that's what makes us all unique. We're different, right? Now, but very soon, no matter what your beliefs and their beliefs is, that's just a part of life, right? That's who we are, right? We just got to balance that part of our lives where you have two people that with two different beliefs, but it's all right because that's what life is about. What it is, then you give that person a space, and if they're Muslim and you are in this real spiritual way that you live, that's even better because that's who you are. They can't change who you are, right? I can't change who they are. But very soon, clear decision on what you want. Make a clear decision on what you want to bring this circle together so that it will come to you. And that's what I'm talking about. All right? So it's something here that needs to be complete, right? But you working at it, but it seems like right now, it's like you wait on a pilot to get the fuck on there to get the moving, and then you are moving towards the right direction with fear because you don't know what to expect when you get there, right? So it's like you don't know, and that person don't know where it's going to be. But when both of y'all get to where you need to be in your life, then everything's going to be laid out because now you're going to see it as a whole, right? Not you here, they there, and all that. No, you're going to see it as under one roof. And then you will see their potentials and what they bring into the table. And you won't be mighty surprised because you never thought that. But yeah, you seeing it. All right, Pisces. If you need a private reading, get it from me or anyone you want. But this is a general reading. Get what's for you and let the rest go. Definitely getting a private reading on the full moon. It is the shit. Get it from me or somebody else. But book that reading for that full moon reading because that is the real shit. All right? I'll talk to you later. Bye.